Aloha, this is Rob Wild, Swing Vision Pro. Wanted to get your video out to you so you could take a look at it and have some information to work on. What I'm going to do first here is I'm going to let you, this is right when you came in, and I'm going to let this run through a couple of swings just to show you what you're doing right now. I may or may not stop the video and interject some comments, or I may wait to take you back in and then go through some stuff. So here we go. I'm going to let you just run right now. And this is your golf swing when you first come to see me. And let's watch one more. As I told you before, you've got a nice golf swing. We need to tweak it a little bit to get you more consistent. And there we go. Okay, let's take you back now. I'm going to highlight some things that I'd like you to be working on, of course. All right. The first thing we talked about is our setup. You're set up very nicely here. Okay, if I come to your knee and then I come straight down, you're on the balls of your feet right here. Okay, that's a very nice positioning. As we talked about, any athletic move, you play center, so I mean, any athletic move, we must be on the balls of our feet to be able to move in an athletic manner. Okay. The other thing we discussed was spine angle. And like I told you in the beginning, we've got something going on that's kind of like this. Then it goes here, kind of here, and kind of here. So we have, again, what I call the hanging chin. All right? So one of the things we're going to highlight and look at is we're stepping out of this knee flex. Pardon me. Let me grab the right tool. Get rid of that. Grab this. And we're stepping out of this knee flex, which is making our weight transfer. And again, we talked about this. Those are manipulations, okay? The fewer manipulations we can make, the more consistent we're going to become. Okay? In a perfect world, if there were one, I would have you more like this. Pardon me, wrong tool again. Grab the right one. I would have you more in a position like this, with your head coming back considerably and looking down through your nose to the golf ball. Right now, we're looking more over the golf ball like this. Okay, it's going to tend to make us have a little bit more of a upright swing as opposed to a flatter swing, which is going to give us that 7 o'clock, 1 o'clock orientation that we're looking for. All right, so I'm going to move you through just a little bit, and you'll notice as you get through your backstroke, we talked about this halfway back position. Okay, now we are high. If I were to draw a line in here, we'll do that for you, and see where this club is pointing out the butt of the club with your club face, we're going way over here. Well, unfortunately, the target is right here, okay? So we're not geometrically lined up to make a good golf swing, okay? And you'll notice right here, we're starting to step out of our knee flex. So I'm going to take you through it a little more. And with that chin hanging down, just right here, we block. So once we block, we start to bend the left arm. And the left arm is going to bend and bend. So we're over swinging a little bit. And a couple of things are happening here. Show them to you, please. Number one, we've got this wrist that's going like this. So huge at first here, opening the face of this club. So when we open it, we have to close it. Again, because of that cup in your wrist, we're also doing what we call crossing the line. In an ideal world, I would have this club going this way with a flat wrist, okay? And we work on that and we get there. But you'll notice also at the top of your backswing, we've moved out this right knee out about 6 to 8 inches, okay? These are the manipulations that we make. So, again, as I told you, we either under or overshoot these manipulations as we come back into them. So here we go. We can take you through a little bit, slow, step by step. So we get back down to here, and we were talking about it before. Now, right here, we've come back into our knee. If you'll notice this, right here, we've come back into the knee. So we've come out of it, then we've come back to it. All right? I'm going to remove all of these lines and show you something. Right here is where we're getting straight. Right now, we're kind of straight. We got a nice bend in this right arm, which is going to allow us to make that, make the popping move or the snapping move at the bottom. Is going to give us plenty of distance on this thing. But we're doing a couple of things, like I told you. We're coming up out of that stance by straightening that knee, then we're getting back down in it. And right here, we're pulling this club down as opposed to letting it drop. Okay, so I'm going to bring you on down. You always, I mean, your release is beautiful. You're saving your golf swing with your hands. Okay, and that's a timing issue, and we want to eliminate that. Here we go. Bring you back down. Your release is beautiful. I'll highlight that for you again. If I look at your release, it's really nice. Very, very nice. Okay, and your finish is impeccable. All right, so I'm going to run you through. Finish. That is a PGA finish right there, my friend. Very nice. And as I told you, when I see this vertical foot right here, I know you've transferred all of your weight from the right side to the left side. Okay, so those are some of the issues that we were talking about. Basically, we want to get in that square to square halfway back position, and I will forward you an email with Ricky Fowler into those positions, so you can attempt to mimic those. And again, people say, how do I get there 1,000 times in the mirror until muscle memory takes over? Okay, all right, so now we're going to look at it a little bit later on. Let me get you in here and get you to where I wanted you to be. Okay, get you in here. All right, let me get you in here a little bit first. All right, bear with me please here. Okay, so I'm going to get you in here, and I'm going to take you step by step, a little frame by frame here. Okay, I'm going to get you back right here. If you would have had a little more cock in this wrist, I'll highlight that for you again. If you'd had a little more cock in this wrist, this would have actually come this way some more, okay? Which would have really made us coming kind of right down the target line. So it's a little more cock in the wrist, and you're used to building that cock as you go, and I want you to snap into that cock. So 70% of your golf swing is done. All you have to do is rotate your shoulders, okay? So right here, if I go forward, you're getting trapped behind yourself. If we look at this club and I were to draw a line like this, in your club face, it's way behind you. Where I'd rather see it turned here. And the problem is there's no hip rotation right here. If I look at your hip rotation, you're doing this with your arms. Okay, so what that means is we're making an arm swing, which is no good. Okay, we want to make a body swing. We want to get our biggest muscle groups of our body involved in our golf swing. So here I go, take you to the top. Okay, right here you're going to block. It's right here, and that's where the arm starts to bend. Okay. When I get you to the top, okay, it's better. It's much better. If I look at this, what I got going on here, okay, the little cut, the thing that's really killing your golf swing right here and making you inconsistent is this cup in the wrist. Okay, we've got to flatten that out, and we've got to get into this knee where it's staying into its flexed or our weight balance position. Okay, all right, let's jump to another one. But you were doing even better. This is the driver, okay? This is where I let you go back to your other swing. You were getting some great swing speed, all right? But you're going to notice here that you actually have incorporated some of this stuff, whether you know it or not, that we've been talking about, because I want to show a couple of things when I get you up here. Let me just cheat you into it real quick, and then I'll stop it and show you some things real quick. Okay, here we go. All right, for the first thing, you're in a great knee flex. All right. Other thing, look at our spine angle, how we've corrected this. Are we perfect? No. Why? We need to raise this chin. That needs to be your last thought right before you raise that chin. If you raise that chin, you're going to put you right in line with your spine angle. Okay. If you stay in your knee flex, you're going to maintain your golf height. Once we maintain our golf height, then we're going to come back in at the exact same angle of attack that we set up at address. So right here, basically, we're going to raise our chin, okay? Here we go. Take you back. Okay, I'm going to bring you back here. Right here, we're just a little toe low, because if I were to take a line and draw this through our club face and through our hands, we're pointing up more than I would like. I would like you pointing down the target line. And that's just cocking your wrist just a little sooner. But this is, again, you know, we're doing what you wanted to do, your swing, okay? And you created some great club head speed. So, you know, is this the best way to do it? No, okay? Is this okay to do it? If you want to continue to be a 615, I think you have the ability to shoot under par on a regular, consistent basis if you'll make some adjustments here. Okay, so I'm going to take you to the top. And whether you realize it or not, look how straight that arm is right now. You're at the top of your backswing, okay? You're still crossing the line a little bit, and we still got a little bit of a cup in this wrist. We come here, and then we come here. So we're opening up, we're taking a little bit, and like I told you, what you're doing is you're getting into a decent position, and then you're raising your hands, trying to get a little more out of it, okay? I don't need that more out of it. You don't need that more out of it. What you need to do is stay connected and have that nice straight left arm so you can drop back in, okay? This right knee is a big killer because it is changing our entire dynamics geometrically coming back into the golf swing. So here we come. And now when you come down, you're still pulling just a little bit. Let me get all this out of the way. But look what we have here. You are completely straight here. And you've sort of got rid of the cupped wrist. All right? So we need to work on that. Those are the two things I want you working on constantly right now, is staying in this knee flex. Like I said, get a brace if you have to, because it just reminds you to stay into it. Because right now, you're in a great position. Remember before, when we were getting straight down here. Okay, so you have made a big improvement right there, right? You're getting straight a lot sooner. So here we come. Now we're dropping inside on the golf ball, making a great rotational move. And like I showed you and talked about earlier, this is the center of the cup right here. This is the center of my whole deal. And this is you. You have a little bit of left in it, just a little. And that's from being open with a little bit of cup in the wrist at the top. Okay? So primarily for you, let's stay on our knee. Let's make a level turn. Let's not overswing. When you get back to where that arm is straight, that's fine. If you bend that arm, you have overswung. Okay? It's going to feel laid off, and it's going to probably feel like 3/4 of a swing to you. But it's going to be a body swing, which is much, much more powerful. Okay? Number one, it was a pleasure working with you. Number two, I think you have some great potential. You know, you just need to make these tweaks. Just FYI, for $250, I offer a 3-lesson package that you might want to take advantage of. We get to work on, you know, not only this, but the short game, putting. We get to kind of span the gamut, if you would, of improving your golf game. So it's something to think about. You know, I'm here. If you want to take another single lesson, just whatever you choose, I'm here for you. Work on these things that I've showed you right here, and I think you're going to really get a lot better improvement, and you're more consistent in your golf swing. And consistency right here for you, to shave 6-7 strokes off your game is just the consistency. So that will get you into, get you under par. So that's my goal, is to get you under par. Thank you very much for your business. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much for your trust. And for right now, I'm going to wish you a great big warm aloha.